Okay, we are recording this now live on Facebook, and we are live on Facebook as well. We should be on live now, which is good. Cool. Nevin's just tidying away from me. You good girl, right? Yeah. You go get you there on. Yeah, you go get away from it. She'll be thinking yes. Anyway, good morning, guys. Welcome to this special live stream this morning of the album Dead Inside, which you guys are going to hear today, the preview tracks for the album. And this is also being recorded for YouTube as well, as some guys on YouTube didn't get to hear the album originally, and today is the day you get to hear the tracks. We're going to play you the tracks from start to finish, and also going to explain what the tracks are about. These tracks are not finished as yet. They have still got to be recorded with some vocals that are missing, which I'll finally get them sorted out for next week, which is good. And we are going to play you the album mix of this album. And I'm going to go through the tracks. I'm going to talk about what the process was about it. And basically we're just going to do some good stuff today. Also, we had no plans to go into the studio today and do no work today. I thought today being today, we're going to do the stream. Now, I'm sorry this is a bit early, the stream, but I have to go out later on. So we have to make this a bit of an early stream today. If you are watching this back, by the way, guys, this video will be posted onto the ST Entertainment page and also onto my YouTube page as well. And we are going to get started in a few minutes with the album. So hope everyone's all right. I hope you had a great night last night. Thanks everybody for tuning into the live stream last night on YouTube. Had a great night last night with us. People were really, really nice indeed. So let's get on with the show. Let's get on with it. We're going to have to use the capture guys today because OBS is being a bit of a pain in the ass. So I need to actually disable my camera first. So we can have the camera on there. And I'm going to stick the camera on here. Video capture device. Camera. And the camera is on here with the camera in the corner. And you guys can see me, and it's okay to do that as well. I can open OBS as well. So, yeah. So we're going to basically play you the first rough mixes of the album. These mixes have been finished, but unfortunately the tracks have not been completed as yet. Probably to say vocals getting recorded next week, which is wonderful, and we still get the scheduled album to do the album on that day anyway. Anyway, now what we did at the very beginning of the album is we decided that because it was more of a challenge to do a album, the album is going to open up with something very, very unusual. And I've decided that on the very first track we're going to open up with, because basically what it is the song that you're going to hear is Dead Inside the Book, and this is actually the opening to Dead Inside the Book. So you kind of think this is the book that you're going to probably open up and go, don't touch the pages and stuff, you know. So this was a very interesting opening to the album, which I think was a great idea to do. And I put some flanger on this, I put some amazing effects on this as well. And it makes sense as well for the track to do it. So here is the opening to the album.
Return. Must continue. Don't touch the page. Don't touch the pages. Don't touch the pages. Don't touch the pages. Don't touch the pages.
So that's the opening to the album. That's Dead Inside the Book, and the song, which is a prologue to the opening of the album as well. I thought that was a great idea to do for that, actually, which sounds really good indeed. Very happy with that, actually. And it sounded very similar to Alice in Wonderland for some reason, that song. So it's a very good opening to the album, actually. I really enjoyed it as well from it. Okay, next one we're going to play you is a song called Typical Me. This is a song that was the original demo that we only considered to be just this basic song. Very happy to say that I was happy with this the mix that we did. And if you heard it last night, you can hear it again. And the drums on this are actually pretty good indeed from Drum Bit, and I'll tell you what, it was amazing how we did this as well. We used a effect on this. I used was a flanger effect on this. It was actually from the drum part. We basically did a little tick time sort of thing with it, and it worked out amazing. So here it is. For fuck's sake. So that's Typical Me. That's a song that it's not written yet. It's still in the works at the moment. and it sounds really good indeed. So I really enjoyed that, actually, very good indeed. So I had a problem with my headphones. Apparently, this cable I bought last week, this cable is shot, absolute shot. So I'm going to have to get another one. That's look at me anyway. That's the song. That's they're gonna. We still have to write that one. That's the one. I mean, I wrote half of the songs written, but she's got to write a bit more to that anyway. So hopefully that'll be done next week anyway, which is good for us. Okay, on to the next track now. This is one which I really think was this actually segues into the track itself. So from here, this is track 4. We'll see for where it is here, but we've segued in this part in. This is like reversed this part to Prairie Dance. This is not written yet. This is the rough mix. You may have heard it yesterday. From my point of view, I think this is probably one of the best songs. Probably, well, not one of the best songs. I think it's probably one of the most nicest songs that that were written for this album anyway. And it sounds really, really amazing. So here is Prairie Dance. You know, I have to use these headphones now because these headphones don't fucking work. Anyway, Prairie Dance. So that's Prairie Dance. Very proud of that song actually. Very proud of that so much, and sounds really good. Actually, fantastic. We've gone for basically a gothic feel in that song because we kind of feel it was better to have harpsichord in that song, and then to have a no drums in that at all. Actually, we put the basic guitar that we just played on the keyboard, and then basically just mixed it with that together. And actually, when I sustained the guitar on it, it sounded much better on it. It sounded really good, and this is how it sounded actually on the track. I think this was the guitar I used on it. It was. Yeah. So yeah, kind of sort of feel for it. I would have used. Actually, it's this one. This was the guitar I used. Trying to play for you guys. So we actually went. So that kind of feel, that's the kind of feel I wanted for it anyway, and it sounded really, really good. And when I mixed it and did a great job of it, sounded amazing. It was just cool. Right, track number 5 now is a song called "Sudden Change of Heart." I don't have any lyrics printed off here. Actually, I'll print some more lyrics off today. This is the ballad. This is the AOR ballad that I kind of wanted to do. After listening to a band called Revolution Saints and a song and a band called Issa, who I got the inspiration to do this song. This kind of was very. This one was really, really great to do. The track was originally for 7 minutes, but we've cut that to 6 minutes and 16 seconds for this version that we're going to hear. I think this is probably very close to being a Cyndi Lauper type esque sounding on it, and for me it sounds really, really amazing. So here it is.
sky above. If you're reaching for your heart, oh yeah, look to the sky above. Look to the sky above. Oh, look to the sky above. Look to the sky above.
So that is probably one of my favourite ballads I've written, called Sudden Change of Heart. That was such a good song to write. It's actually a very emotional song to sing. I'm duetting on her in that track, and the song is so powerful. When you hear the lyrics, just it's basically about. The song's basically about abuse, and it's very strong. I had to write something like that because I was really touched by the song itself, and it's just one of the songs I kind of really love. And Jodie has never heard this song yet, but it's a very powerful song. She's going to build out this song so well, and it's going to be very good indeed. So I'm really looking forward to basically just to do this anyway. Yes, I know I'm streaming. I'm sorry guys, I can't help it for doing this because the stupid capture doesn't work anymore now. Stupid thing. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next one now. This is track number 6. This is going to be Fire and the Flames. You heard this last night. I think this is probably really good. Tyler loves this one as well. He says this is really fucking good, this track. Very Nightwishy, very metally, very rocky. Very good song. And here it is. absolutely love that track. That's probably one of the best ones that I've written throughout this whole album. Very, very well done. Very awesome stuff indeed from it. So really enjoyed doing that one actually a lot over the past couple of weeks, and that was so good to do. This is, by the way, if you're wondering if you just tuned in, by the way, you listen to the preview tracks for the album of Dead Inside, which is released on 11th of May. And we're also streaming this live. We're also recording this live also for Facebook and YouTube as well. So you guys get a first play of the preview tracks from the album, which is so good as well from it. Next track we're going to do is called Everywhere. This is a song that was written originally in 2009. And this, to me, is one of the most darkest songs I've ever done. This is kind of written a little bit of... when I keep listening to the song, I keep thinking of Dario Argento, sort of gothic times on this one. And when I played this to Jodie, she loved it so much. She just said, "Oh my God, this is my song." And Everywhere it's a great... Devin, stop it. It's a great song to really, really... You can perform this song if you had Cradle of Filth with it. It's called black and everything's down. And I wanted to do that on the track, but it was too much to do. This version you're going to hear is the version that won't be on the album. This is actually the exclusive non-album version of it. And the version I've just done has got some other effects in it, which we've done on the track. And in fact, we've put an outro of there's an outro that will be basically on a delay. There'll be a delay on the track. Well, this is not the version that's complete. This is the version that was complete, but this was the rough version that you're going to hear. So this is the version of Everywhere. Lie down. No! there was a lot of work had to go into that song. The ending of that track, I put on. I wanted to have like a Ghost kind of vibe to it, and I listen to Ghost a lot. I mean, Monstrous Clock is probably one of the best songs I've ever written, and that was the idea for it, kind of like Kettle Filth meets Ghost meets a kind of dark wave sort of song for it, and it was very good to do that. And I did the Life is what you keep from the Reaper. I did that part as well on the track, and all down to Cradle of Filth fans who I think will really enjoy that song. No drums in that song. I didn't want. I think it was a good idea that Jodie said, don't put drums in that song. Just keep it very simple and very, very do 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 do. And it took forever to do that one as well. No, Devin. Then will you just go on? Just get out, will you? Go out, please. Lie down. Lie down. I want to play now. Anyway, so yeah, so that's a song I would consider as being a great song to do with Welcome. It was good. Okay, the next song we're going to do is a song called Deep Inside. This is a song that originally started on piano as a slow piano track, and I liked it. I loved the chord structure of this song because I had originally had this in mind to originally do it. And Devin, will you get out, Devin, please, get out. I had the original idea to do this song as a kind of 80s vibe for it. And I originally had it was originally written as this. Let's just put you on to the piano first. But I kind of didn't want that sort of vibe. I didn't want to put piano on it. So I decided to go for an 80s flavour. And I've always loved the song I'm Living My Own Life. I've loved that song since I ever heard it. And I decided to take chord structures of that song and to make it a great 80s type track for us. But the song's pretty... The song is basically... it's a personal song because it's kind of about her, really, the song is. And she really thought, I don't know if she actually heard this or not, but she really did like it, and she loved the big instrumental chords was great in it. So this is how the result came out of it. short song indeed. The outro on it is so cut because we didn't want to extend it too much. It's just the same chord structure all the way through. It's just very short, very sweet, very good song. Very short indeed. But we didn't want to over excess track too much in it and put bass on it a lot and stuff as well. So that's the song Deep Inside. One of the most popular songs that I've written, and people to this day love it. That's like you heard the rough mix of it. This is the completely mixed version. This is one that's going to be on the album. This is the Marvelous Days, which is considered as my favourite work I've ever done. And I'm not going to say anything about it because you guys already know about it anyway. But here it is. Oh, piss off. Oh man, so many emotions go for that song. I hear it every time. Just I really enjoyed doing that song so well. And when I played it, Jodie, she just loved it so much. That's one of the best songs that I've ever written. It is so good. And oh my god, it's just amazing to write that. And oh man, just so many emotions go through on that. So good. So the last track on the album is a cover song that she wanted to do. She requested it, and it was "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter." And she only heard a bit of this song, and we've done a version which is kind of, it sounds very gothic and very dark. There's no drums on this. There's no bass on it. It's just basic piano, and it sounds very, very good. I've done this in the style of Cradle of Filth, and the vibe on this album we're going for is kind of AOR classic rock feel, 80s type feel, and this one is really, really, really amazing. How this came around was so cool. So I worked on this on the Friday, and just for one day, it took 30 minutes, 15 minutes to do it, and here is the first play of it actually. And that's basically the end of the album. And yeah, it took a long time for it. There is some, you may be wondering, you may be hearing hisses on the track. Now, these are not complete masters yet. I've got to work on that anyway. But that's the outline of the album. And then we got two bonus tracks in the album. We got the alternative version of My Best Days, which just basically has got the same arrangement as it is. But what we did on this one is I just decided to make it more strings based on this one. So this is the strings version of this song. It's very bland anyway. And then for the last track on the album that we decided to put on a bonus track, we decided to put on The Way We Agreed, which was the song which I really very proud of to record for the first time ever in 1987. 2017. It's about 30 years since this was never ever recorded. This is 30 years ago. As a recording, it was originally written in 1987, but never seen a light of day until now. And so I'm very proud to have done this one. And I think this is probably the best best bonus track I think I'm ever going to release on this. So this is the way we agreed. This was co-written originally by Emma Bramston, who originally wrote this song. I didn't write this at all, but we are rewriting this song. I've started writing half of the song, but Jodie's going to write the rest of it on the day she comes up. And so here it is. Absolutely brilliant. And that is the whole album you have heard today. That is the Rough Mix album. The official mix comes out on the 11th of May, and pre-advance orders are coming very fast. I mean, I've literally never ever experienced that this was going to take off so well. And I've had a lot of people requesting for this album, saying that this album sounds really amazing. I'm going to go back onto my camera. I'm going to go back onto the camera in a second, because OBS doesn't allow you to put cameras on twice. And so I hope you enjoyed that great little video of the album mix, of the rough mixes of Dead Inside. I'm very, very happy with the way that this has been resulted so well. There has been many people asking for this album, and they are saying to me, we would love to buy this, and I think it's going to be a great success. I can't wait until the vocals are done. I've had a great time doing it. This has been the first project in a long time that I've worked on a lot. And the second album we're actually producing the second album at this moment, and we could be seeing somebody who may make a good career from it. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with the mixes that came out. Some of you guys did hear the preview mixes on the streams we've done previously on this, and I would just like to thank everybody for the support I've had for over the last 3 or 4 weeks I've been doing this thing. I couldn't really express how I feel to do this for somebody who really loves music a lot, and really, I'm really excited now to get crying over the next week of music, singing, and stuff. It's going to be very, very good. So I would just want to say a big thank you to the Facebook guys who really, really enjoyed the music we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. We're back live streaming next week, actually, with the next second album that we're going to be produced in progress, and we're working on Jamie's track next week. Monday we're starting that actually, so we're going to be fresh next week with a new look, and the new studio's going to be sorted out. But a massive thank you to everybody, really, who I couldn't have appreciated the hard work I've done for this, and the mixes sound great. And if you are interested in pre-ordering the album, it will be available on Discogs on the 11th of May. Pre-advance orders are going to start on the 10th of May, and you may get your copy on the Friday. And we will also be doing something special on the 11th, but unfortunately I can't say what it is. 11th of May will be a very, very expected good day, so expect it to be an exciting day on the 11th of May. I am so excited that this is going to be good. So, we're back next week with live streams, guys. Have a great weekend. To you guys on YouTube, thank you for tuning into the special stream. Hope you enjoyed the tracks. Leave a comment on the video. Let me know what you think about the tracks, and also subscribe to the ST Entertainment page, which is in this corner right here. ST Entertainment is the one I own myself. And get in touch. If you have any demos you would like to submit as well, please email them to supertales@live.co.uk. And I'm back with you guys on Queensville in the next couple of days. Until then, have a great weekend. Cheers, guys.